Oh, whoops. No, that's on. Come on now, YouTube, catch up. Alright. Put you down here. I should probably boot up the game. That wouldn't be a bad place to start. I should probably boot up the game. Hello! Thanks for coming, y'all. Let me turn this on. Is that going to reflect off my glasses super bright? Let me see. It's not that bad. That's fine. Skoog. So we're going to continue Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I just got to what I think is Act 2. And from this point, you kind of start building out your army, and you get to like recruit generals and stuff and separate your troops and do little overland battles and stuff. But first, I got to run around this camp and talk to every person here. Yes, have questions. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, thanks, man. So, yeah, the face cam is clean. I like how there's no box around you. That's just the NVIDIA broadcast thing. There's like a bunch of different settings. You can set to like follow your head when you like move around. But that was just kind of weird. I wasn't super crazy about it. And this is better because then I don't have to keep my room quite as clean, which is a struggle. Alright, so we're going to make our way around here clockwise. So I'm going to head north and then just do an eastward swing. Don't mind me. Just gonna... Oops. Take your belongings. Hell yes. What is this? +2 Constitution, half plate, that is also +2, is better than my full plate plus nothing. Oh, cool. It's like painted. Crusading in style. That's how we do it here at Camp Skoog. I need to figure out how to respec characters. Play some Rogue. Oh, did you reinstall it? Because I'm down. I am definitely down to play some Rogue Company. Me and my brother were putting hands on people last night. Just handing out smoke left and right. It was a lot of fun. But that does get old when like you just can't get decent teammates, so you're just forced to carry super hard the whole time. I recorded all of it. Oh, you want to watch me play it? Nah, I'm not gonna play that on stream. Not yet. I get too heated when I'm playing shooters and stuff, and nobody needs to see that. I need to be able to edit out all of my rage moments. Ooh, Visali Rathamus. Okay, I guess I don't have to... I mean, you've played Call of Duty with me. You know how it is. I am not a level-headed man. We don't need to see Dark Sack anyway, yeah. Think of the children. A group of soldiers is talking loudly, laughing joyfully, and passing around a flask. So picture this. My sword is by the fire, there's 2 goblins about to snatch it, 3 more digging through my tent. And I'm sat in the bushes wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail, once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? What did I do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know? So they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword and they spot me, so I jump over the fire, wearing nothing but my mail shirt, and I grab my sword and I yell in a big voice, O Inheritor, grant me the power to crush these filthy creatures. My sword shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never take a step without my weapon. Yes, dual monitor for sure. I got my ultra wide on my left, and then my 165 hertz in front of me. And I like the ultra wide over here because it has more stuff, more surface area with which to display things. Which reminds me, I should probably pull OBS up over here and put it right. Is my head too big on here? I can move it a little bit further left. Yeah, that's about right. Is this game multiplayer? No, it's not multiplayer. It'd be pretty dope if it was. 'Cause it does have a turn-based mode, so you could totally do it multiplayer. But it's like a lot of talking and like dialogue and text and stuff. Not too big, not too small. Yeah. We're drinking to the Queen's health. I'm not gonna. Nah, I'm gonna rub elbows with my soldiers because I'm just a cool guy. How do you do, fellow kids? Earbeth rubs her forehead with the palm of her hand. Commander, you're sure this is the right way to train your soldiers? Never mind, it's your business. You goddamn right, it's my business. Just the way you like it, yeah. Get out of here, you nasty. No, you can stay. Stay. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really want to. You're the director. It's your choice. They're doing a play about you, and you get to try to pick who plays you in the play. And I don't really care.
Trail me.
Hold you Hergus. Yes. Render unto me. I failed this quest last time because I just forgot to go over talk to him. Price. That's not really worth anything to me anymore. I'm getting rid of it. Don't want that. 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 Or that. That's pretty good. I'll never use it, but it's pretty good. Nice graphics, 3080 for this game. If you saw my last stream, dude, it was crazy. At one point I was down, it like dropped down to like the single-digit frames per second. It's not that the game is like super demanding; it's just a beta, so it just has some super rough edges in some spots. But I'm not upset about it. And you know me, I'm very picky about my frame rate. Like, I notice every dip and it drives me nuts. But if I'm not playing a shooter or a game that's in full release, then I'll cut it quite a bit of slack. We have 26,000 jold pieces, and we need 57,000 jold pieces for like a regular longsword of +3 at. Oh wait, no, this does some other shit. Whenever this +3 corrosive longsword lands a hit on the enemy, it deals an additional 2d6 corrosive damage to all enemies in a 30-foot area. After this ability has been activated, it can't be activated again for another 1d4 rounds. So if you, like, did oh, what is that feat called where you improve the critical range of a specific weapon? Anyways, you could make that very useful, but it's definitely not 57,000 jold pieces useful for me. I don't even want to look at these. I can't afford them anyways. Alright, who am I supposed to talk to? I was going to go clockwise so that I wouldn't miss anything. That's the Nerosian recruits, Canabras' soldiers, Wilser, Common Cause, Burning City, Spies amidst our ranks. Don't show completed quests. Banner of the Citadel. Examine the campsite. Find the location of the recruits. Examine the campsite of the Canobras Knights. Talk to the army quartermaster. Okay. So I need to find the Eagle Watch campsite. Here they are. Well, now get... How big is the world in this game? Very big. I don't know if it's as big as the last game. But... Crusader map is only a map of the village, right? Yeah, this is just the camp. I just got to this stage of the game where you actually like get soldiers in an army and all that good stuff. And so I really am, that's some of my favorite stuff to engage with. In the last game you also got a kingdom. The problem was that all of the choices that you made for your kingdom were mostly just like political stuff. In this one, the choices that you make affect what types of units you can recruit to fight in like the big battles, like when you have like hundreds of units, or even thousands if you have like a lot of low-level units. And I really like that style of combat because it harkens back to the days of yore and Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and I really like those games. Go slay a mythical dragon. No, that's not gonna happen. I'd love to try. Oh wait. Well, it won't. It certainly won't happen for a long time if it does happen. But I just leveled up, so let me hit that real fast. What do I get down this tree, really? Another zone of sanctification, cleanser of evil. I already have that. Sacred weapon +2. I may have not picked the best class. I feel like Proclaimer is kind of basic, despite sounding dope. I need outflank really bad. Shielded caster, shield badge, next shot. Yeah, we're gonna get outflank on as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. I know my other guy has it, beater, so that will be useful. Basically what outflank does is if you have two melee units fighting the same target at the same time, okay, they will both get like a +4 to hit that unit, which is very, very, very good. Because you want to hit things. 2 bastard swords. We need a magic bastard sword. That's what I'll go look for. I would very much like a magic bastard sword. I will sell that. Actually, I'll just sell all of this. My respects, Commander. I hope you'll be able to spare some time after all the formalities. The Queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air with which she just announced the 5th Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendev appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply. Commander, she gets quickly to the point. I am happy with the troop review, and I expect they will be sufficient for the task. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was stored there. It is a banner that was once held by Eomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make this clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. Demons! The holiness of the banner weakens them, and then robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities. Teleportation. Great Scott. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is still kept somewhere within the citadel. The demons probably think that it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldier's historian Nurad Dendiwar and a cleric Sociel Venik. The Queen nods to the human man and the young halfling woman standing next to her. One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Eomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leoter, whom everyone just calls Hawkblade. I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet with your new comrades and speak with Her Highness. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience. Hi, listen. It's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, and glorious feats. We're going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it. I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further. You'll have plenty of time to talk. You are the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Well, yeah, thanks for volunteering them. Now, then, will you please leave us? Irbeth, you can go too. When we met at Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade. Hey, what's up, Carolyn? How are you? Did you know the souls of angels from heaven are confined in the wardstones? A furrow forms in the Queen's brow. I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canabras, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, and not to question her works. In any case, I'm glad you did not allow the demons to commit sacrilege and gain control over the wardstone in Canabras. We might have lost one of the wardstones, but the chain is still standing. You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Canabras. In a vision, I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow, he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven. Lariel? I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the whirlwind grew and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel, even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on their special mission. Special. It's a special mission. You get to guard a rock. A smile, kind and sad, crosses the Queen's face. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again? So this character's kind of weird because she's a human and she rules over, I guess, the big, powerful human cities and civilization here. But she's like 150 years old because a bunch of priests used some magic to prolong her life. So that's cool. And she's pretty chill. When we met at the Defender's Heart, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade. The Queen allows herself a smile. Some actions may be deemed bold or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the wardstone from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Someone I know is playing Neo too. I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden. I don't, but I'm going to run through this dialogue. I have no more questions. What are you going to do? Okay, so you can attempt to convince her to stay with the crusade instead of going back to Nerosian, which is the capital of the Crusader state of Mendev. And she's the queen of the Crusader state of Mendev. Anyways, I'm going to use the good path. My queen, I ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the crusade, and the blessing of Iomede that you carry may be decisive in this battle. The queen flashes something of a slightly astonished smile. What is this I hear? A polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign. I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was within your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev. But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting here in the rear, and I'm worried of the queen. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, she's going to say. 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. Okay, that was really bothering me. Right, so she's going to stay hidden among your ranks. until the time to strike is nigh. Count, there you are. You received my instruction. I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your highness. In truth, I was readying myself to depart. No matter, I trust you'll forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, Skoog has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. I spent a long while pondering who to appoint to the highly sensitive position of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count. I still have mixed feelings about the character. I want to call him Dylan every time I see him. Dylan. And Dylan. Yeah, he's very good. He's an oracle that focuses on healing, and that definitely comes in handy. But the other companion I just got, which I'll show in a second here, is actually better at healing, so I just use him. Plus, he's like a much more likable character in terms of like a writing standpoint. Dylan's cool expression wavers, but he seems not to be fully cognizant of what is happening. I still have mixed feelings about you. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Daniel. If you had better judgment, then you would know I'm a piece of shit. So there should be nothing mixed about those feelings. It's a great honor, I suppose. That's a great idea. A rather frivolous gesture for a queen. I'm gonna go with that's a great idea, because I want to stick it to this guy. Wait, I want to inconvenience him, because I find his attitude displeasing. I knew you would approve, Commander. The Queen bestows a smile on you, then brings her gaze to rest on Dylan once more. I honestly have the worst judgment. You should know that, so I think you're a great guy. That's awful to hear, Daniel. I'm so sorry for both of us. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Canabras has put my mind at ease. Oh, speaking of bad judgment, Daniel, how dare you defend the little things? That movie is so fucking bad. Like, at the very beginning, this chick gets out of her car because there's some dude trading paint with her, or, you know, tapping her bumper. She's like, oh my god. And sees like a gas station or whatever. How dare you speak to me? Yeah, well, this is your fault. So, pulls into the gas station, gets out of the car, leaves the keys in the ignition, and then just runs around banging on the windows. And then instead of sprinting back to the car when nobody is coming, she fucking just runs into the wide open plain with like cacti and nothing else to really hide behind, some rocks. Yes, and then leaves her keys in the car. Like, oh, hey Christian, thanks for coming, man. Fucking cats, am I right? There is sleet pelting my window right now. Carolyn, why? You liked that movie? Every scene of that movie is an actor just reading a script. It's like super talented actors, with the exception of maybe Jared Leto, who the only movie I've ever seen that he was in that I enjoyed watching was Blade Runner 2049. And even that movie, he's the worst part of it. Yeah, thank you, Carolyn, mostly for Rami. He's great. I can't trust your judgment on anything because you hate everything. I don't hate everything. I hate most things. Suicide Squad was terrible. It was a dog shit movie. Yeah, Jared Leto's the worst part of Blade Runner 2049 because he's just like, I'm weird and I stab somebody because I made this and it's not perfect. Also, I'm blind for some reason. Even though we're growing human bodies, you can't grow some eyeballs. Literally the worst movie. Thank you for the backup on that, Daniel. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted by your terrible taste in movies, Daniel. So you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post, but I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Show us your legs! Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here. I also noticed that, like, I fidget, like I wiggle my legs a lot. And then it makes my head do this while I'm... Can't grow eyeballs, I'm fucking dying. Yeah, still better than Twilight, I agree. The Count offers a bow, either as a sign of respect or in order to hide his flushed face. Baka. Only the barest quaver can be heard in his voice. Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me. He's an Azamar as well, so I don't know if that makes him live longer. I think it does. Then let's get going. May Ayomide help us. All right. I think we're past... You did that wrong, Zach. Your head is supposed to go back and forth while on your knees in front of me. It's not a reenactment, Daniel. All right. What's in here? I am fairly certain I'd already grabbed... Oh, so there's like this thing in the camp where it like respawns all the loot containers, or some of them. Asmar have standard life lengths? Okay. So if they're cousins and she's like 150, I'm a little confused by how that works exactly. And the first thing I'm going to do... Oh, I forgot I threw away most of my camping rations earlier. Talk to this advisor. Sorry guys, there's a lot of dialogue in certain parts of this game, and this is one of like the jump to the next act, so there's going to be a lot of this. Anevia sweeps an inquisitive glance over you. So tell me straight, how'd that brawl at the Grey Garrison end? I heard rumors, of course. That's kind of my job, you know. You are not very good at your job. People stay fucking at every age, Zach. Yeah. That's why, like, nursing homes are like notorious for having high amounts of STDs. Because you should be ashamed of so much dialogue. Viewers don't let this slide. Well, fortunately, the majority of my audience is just you guys. So it'll be like one of my long-winded D&D sessions where I'm explaining at you what's happening. Also, we'll play some Battlefront later, Josh, I promise. But I am really enjoying streaming this game in a way that I didn't think that I would. But also that's mostly because you guys are here and like you make it fun. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. You have no idea what cobblers and crusaders say about you. Some say that Iomide came to you and appointed you her herald. Others say that you died and an honest-to-God's angel is now leading the army disguised as you. Still others say it was just an explosion at an alchemist's lab and I'm the one spreading rumors about your powers. I wish. But you know, you really have changed since the garrison. It's hard to describe, but you've become kinda... Anevia waves her hand trying to find the word. What would be funny? More dangerous. Yeah, exactly. More dangerous. I have a gut instinct about these feelings. If I didn't, I'd already be dead. You're dangerous, Commander. And by Desna, I hope you'll be dangerous to our enemies and not to us, or to yourself. Put me on suicide watch, Doc. I'm feeling cutty. Alright, I'm going to rest. Oh, thanks, Josh. I took a nap and failed a religion check. So... Okay, I want to sell... I want to try to buy a bastard sword for Beater. Because he's not all that effective without one. And... Can I respec? Helor nods approvingly. Hylor? Yes, my lord. You've earned the title of commander. Canabra still stands thanks to you, but you'll have to doubly on your guard. What the? To be doubly on your guard. Your eminence places a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon for far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spinner of Nightmares attempts on the lives of influential crusaders. Stymied. So I know what I'm talking about. Which influential crusaders did you say from the Spinner of Nightmares? That's a lot of text. It's 12.5k for a new character at level 6. At level 6. Who can I talk to respec? Hold on. It's time for some research. Is there a respec vendor? Oh, the NPC exists, but there is no respec implemented yet. That sucks. Okay. You know what? We're going to have a knife master who uses, at all times, probably one dueling sword. Because we totally wasted a feat on that. Where is Wilser? Woot? Show me what you have. Scimitar, Great Axe, Bardiche, Falchion, Long Spear. Sort by price, weapons. I should probably $20,000. He doesn't even have like a cold iron bastard sword. Rude ass. Okay, well, that's fine. Totally cool. Totally fine. That's what I get for making a bunch of bizarrely specific characters for my party. Alright, so I'm actually really... I never really messed with Ember the first time around, but she's solid. The thing is, I want to pull up our boy Sociel and show you him, and then maybe do his... He's got a little quest. Oh, I need to go talk to him first. Okay, so here's the overworld map. Oh, I need to put her in my party too. Can I reform my party? No, I can't. So it's called the Crusade map. You can control the armies of the Crusade on your global map. Armies move along the roads of the map just like your party of heroes. To move an army, you must spend movement points, which are restored when you spend a day resting. Armies can be improved by recruiting new units and generals. To hire a new unit, click on the button in the lower right, yada yada. Generals can use various spells and abilities to give groups a tactical advantage in battle. And they level up as well, so your generals will improve significantly as you fight more with them. Morale is kind of broken right now, along with various other things. So what I really want are these priests. They are insanely good. But we are going to spend all of our money on troops. Yes, please. Alright. We're going to recruit them. Because we're going to get a good-ass legion going here. I'm going to combine these two legions. Ba-bam. I'm going to split those in half. And for anybody who's played Heroes of Might and Magic, these things will look familiar. Shield of Faith and defensive training. Heroism and leadership. Maneuver training and Shield of Faith. Crushing offense and Scorching Ray. We're going to get Magister Pilkwell. Yes, Josh, it absolutely is like Heroes. Just wait. I want to see if I can get into a quick combat here with these guys. And show y'all. And then I'm going to go pick up Sela and do her quest. I need to cast Restoration on her, though, because she's dying. She got level drained. Heroes, right? So, everything is placeholder here. It's very basic. But here's your hero. And your hero's basically his mana bar. So all of your abilities will cost energy points to use, whether they're spells or other stuff. And you can mouse over the title of a character up here, their like little card, to see what they have going on. So there's 15 cultist champions. They have 13 hit points each. their armor class and all that stuff, that factors into it when you're determining. Yeah, it is almost like the same layout as heroes, which I really appreciate because it made me instantly familiar with it. So the regular cultists and the cultist champions have a massive difference in armor class. So the champions have 22 armor class, and the regular cultists have 13. So that's going to mean when I'm shooting at them with, say, my archers, the amount of... See, it shows you how many you're going to kill, how much damage you're going to do. So even though they have similar amounts of hit points, their other stats really make a big difference in determining how many of them I'm going to kill. So I'm going to use Scorching Ray on the champions. 21 damage, that sucks. I'm just going to get rid of the easy ones first. Oof. Alright, I'm going to protect my archers. Get rid of him. Oop. Another Scorching Ray out here. That did way better. So I believe Scorching Ray targets armor class, so it will be harder to get as many kills. There we go. Another thing that's really kind of clunky right now is I can attack him from his right side, I can attack him from this tile right here on his corner, and I can attack him from straight in front of him. Obviously I want to get straight in front of him to make it harder for him to run back here and hit my archers. But if I just mouse over him, you know, sometimes it'll put you in random spots. So you got to kind of position yourself well before you commit to the attack. Yep. There go my archers. And this sometimes when my archers get engaged in melee, it breaks the combat, and I can't continue. I have to load my game. But fortunately, it auto-saves at the beginning of each one of those combats, so if you just screw it up real bad, you can just start over. Having defeated a band of cultists who made the ruins of Valas's gift their home, the commander army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. But it's fortunate for me, because now I get their stuff. Alright, I'm gonna jump back into the war camp real quick and pull out Sela. And then I need to set her spells. She needs to level up as well. Paladin level 4. Give her heavy armor focus, or outflank if she can get it. Yeah, I'll just give her outflank for now. Yeah, that's fine. I've never done a mount before. You know what, let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a mount, because that could be fun. Diseased, shaken, sickened. There's hail hitting my window. Abundant Smite could be fun. Don't get very many of them though. I'm almost mad that y'all can't hear that right now because of the NVIDIA broadcast thing cutting it out, but oh, Mythic Beast. It's loud, and my windows are very poorly insulated, so they're also screaming because of the wind. So there's like a horde of angry ghosts slapping my windows right now, and it sounds terrifying. I'm gonna give him Abundant Casting. No, Impossible Domain. I did this last time, and I gave him like Sun Domain. Whenever you channel positive energy to harm undead creatures, add your level in the class that gave you access to the channel damage dealt. Undead do not add their positive channel, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, that's not good. I don't like that. You really don't fight all that much undead in this. There's gotta be like a healing domain or something, right? Yeah, healing domain. Glory? I just want to heal harder. That's really what I'm after. So let's do boundless healing. Yes. And we'll get more mythic ranks later to play around with. So you don't have to be ultra. Ooh. Arcane Bomber. Fireball. Yes. Heroism, yes. Yes. Mythic rank. Abundant casting. My rogue. What do I want? Hmm. Damn, there's not really anything here super great for rogues. I'll do Leading Strike, because he should be hitting a lot. Lan, the goat, my main man. Key. Improved precise shot. Yes. I'm getting that first. I'll get mini shot later. But concealment is a big deal. And it happens all the time. And I hate it. Yes. No. There's so many good ones for archers, it's hard to choose. You get too many. Alright, I am also going to give you Last Stand. Just that my frontline fighters are basically impossible to kill. Give you a couple casts of Bless, that's really all you need. Okay, let's boogie. That took really long. Where's the exit? Get me out of here, man! It unlevel drained Sela. For no reason. For no reason. And she's got a Smilodon. What's up? Bully, Daredevil, Death Touch, Racer, Wrecker. Bully. Bigger than others of its kind, a bully is used to winning fights and displays of dominance for its choice of mates, territory, or other privileges. What did these... Evasion? At 6th level, a Death Touch companion gets a plus 4 morale bonus on fortitude saves against effects that could normally not affect... It could not normally affect objects or undead, however it can be affected by attacks that specifically target undead, such as halt undead. This creature particularly useful at making attacks with natural weapons. Wrecker. Plus more morale bonus on will saves. Sunder armor. Fast movement. Evasion, fast movement, multi-attack. Negative energy affinity. Oh, that's not good. I don't want that. I don't want that. But when I make an undead party, I am going to want that. Competent bonus on mobility checks equal to have its hit dice, evasion, combat mobility, multi-attack, devil may... Can't be flanked. Bully. Trip. Bull rush. Trip is so good. Evasion, devotion, multi-attack. I'm going to go with bully. I want trip. Mobility and athletics. What the f... What's his stats? Get him dodge. I kinda wanna name this guy, Alright, I'm gonna do it. Naming him Daniel. Alright. What are his stats? "15 strength, 14 dex," or 19 dex. So, what I think I'll do is give him weapon finesse. I heard you say my name. Yeah, I just named this animal companion Daniel. So, you're immortalized now in a shitty YouTube video. Weapon focus. That's not what I'm saying. All right. Well, if it helps, it's a Danimal companion. Yes, thank you, Andrew. Weapon focus, bite, claw, gore. Dang. Hell yeah. Smilodons are so good. So good. Alright, let's do her little side quest. Good lord, we're gonna read some more. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Galarian, so common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts around the world, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. Even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound and ulcer through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over the sharp edges and sickening bends. The shade of mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon his back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point of the bank. He decides to... I'm gonna go with this one because it's actually my guy doing it. Yes. Establishing a rapport with his troops. Thank you, Josh. You also were correct. Diplomacy indeed. Establishing a rapport with his troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on this new battleground, and his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the whirlwind has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and the right, and above the soldiers' heads. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the whirlwind has ended in their favor. Save that so I don't have to do that check again and fail. I should have set spells. Hold person is almost useless. Yeah, there's some bugs in the spellbook interface as well. Yeah, so I got abundant spellcasting with him, and now he can cast like infinity spells. Actually, I'm gonna get more battering blast because that's force damage is actually really good. Hold person is absolutely one of the best spells ever, Daniel. The problem is every single thing that I'm fighting is not a person. I never get to fight people. Yeah, no, it works the same way in this rule set as it does in 5th edition D&D pretty much. But it's everything that you're fighting is a demon. And it basically fucks it all up because you can't use it on anybody. Yeah, I will eventually get Hold Monster. So I made an Arcane Bomber. And you have to pick 4 opposition schools of magic with an Arcane Bomber. So there's 4 whole schools of magic that he just can't cast spells from. And in exchange, I get to throw bombs, which is pretty dope. But it was a harsh trade. We're finally here. Alana and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Jonna too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Yeah, Yikes is right. Yikes is very right. It hurts my soul. And apparently my bitrate is low, so if this looks like shit or something, let me know, because it's throwing exclamation marks at me. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elon puts his... Ah, Mr. Musk. Good to see you, sir. Puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly, then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Because I'm his boss now. Jonna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade marked by Omede's blessing, and you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Looks fine? Okay, dope. Thanks, guys. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I am the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you look for Elon's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. How's the ulcer? What does the ring look like and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring was with my things and in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in a total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. The great green jewel! You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. A trinket worth several months' pay, Elon. I thought money was no object for you, Mr. Musk. The rules on the surface are insane. You should give your girls fried rats like we do. You'd save yourself a lot of trouble. Bruh, that deer is spazzing. Oh, I didn't see it. I have seen the deer, like, freak out, though. Like, their legs, like, going all crazy angles and stuff. So I'm hoping that's what you saw, because it's a delight for the eyes. It's a real treat. Is there something wrong, Alana? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. John is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. That's a long-necked deer. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, no, I see it, I see it! Oh, thanks, Mason. I appreciate that. All right, off we go. John and I will look around the northern side. We'll see when we find something or when we give up trying.
Step, step, step.
Look at The world wound has mutated the creatures. Put the thing out of its misery. Tap dancing deer. It's joking. Oh no, he's crippled. Yeah. It's like one of those Salvador Dali paintings. Am I thinking of the right painter? The one with like the super long legs. Don't hate it, it's wonderful. Oh! Oh! What the fuck is happening? That's incredible.
That is quite a discovery.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Time to fail some knowledge checks. Torn flag of the Hound Hearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. It is amazing. I love it. There's like a specific... They're like these big flies that you're fighting at the beginning of the game. The deers are doing a Zach impression. That's right. You know when I'm DMing and I stretch my neck out 6 feet and make my legs wiggle back and forth and go backwards? I'd have to resist the urge to save scum this chest I'm about to fail to open.
I do not believe this is possible.
Oh. A small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, chewing on it, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine. Elon, look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. Those small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together before it can figure out what's happening. So when you're having sex... That's exactly right, Daniel. That is exactly right. Yeah, ladies love it, man. You gotta get on my level. Now we're all gonna gangbang this little closet. Mine. The closet throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine. Elon, Jana. Sela glances at her friends and turns to you. They're all right. They'll come too soon. Quickly, Skoog. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. So it turns out those insanely loud moans from... yeah.
Step.
Never the same after that night, let me tell you. I can show you the world. Or something like that. Have you ever seen the movie, it was like a precursor to The Thing.
Becomes distance.
Oh, what was it called? Oh man, it's like this doctor scientist guy comes up with a machine that like does something to your, I keep wanting to say medulla oblongata, but like some sort of gland in your brain, and then like lets you see this other dimension. It's like where the Cronenberg's thing comes from. Anyways, that's what I do during sex. I'll have to find a video of that. That movie, not me having sex. Who's got mobility? 13. Roll a 7, or I'm gonna beat you to death.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Lan got it. Because Lan
Interesting.
can do anything. I remember that shield being pretty good. But I have 2 tower shield specialists. OnlyFans link. Yeah, that's in the next one. He keeps the same amount of AC, but it gets rid of his -2 attack penalty, so we are going to, in fact, use that. Okay. Boy, I really did sell all my magic items.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
The deed is done.
Hell yeah. There's nothing I hate more than failing to unlock things, because this game only lets you try once.
Step.
Where's this demon? Oh my god.
What's in wait?
This is like hanging around Chernobyl, doing some hunting, get some deer. I like how I can continue to check this area for.
They are the darkness.
Oh no. I'm about to get absolutely destroyed. I can only cast it on one person. I need to cast it on everyone. Oh well.
Die!
Oh, maybe I can disrupt them with my...
Let the attack commence.
Stop, get out of here. What are you doing? Go away. Alright, use this. In 4 seconds. Sure. Awesome. Awesome. Love that. Okay. That was worse than it needed to be. I just cast Smite Evil on my guy instead of Lay on Hands. It's a good thing it didn't work, because we would have had some serious questions for Beater. Like, why does Smite Evil work on you? Alright, I'm gonna switch it to turn-based. For no reason. Just because I feel like it. Where'd that guy go? Here we go. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Before Mr. Musk manages to get the closet, the halfling Curl appears next to it. Quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl, what are you? Precious. You ding-dong. Ugh. Thrusting herself between Mr. Musk and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Mr. Musk, stop. Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop? Me? I hate baboos. And then she pusses out and runs off.
Their life ends here.
Oh, it's a good thing I put it in turn-based mode, otherwise this might have been a real pain in the ass. Alright, Lan. Show him what you got.
Make every strike count.
You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Alright. Damn, Daniel. Putting in some work over here. I appreciate that. Vladislav the Poker. Do something. Hell yes. So that was actually 47 damage. Yeah, your boy! A single bomb, which is an AoE, mind you, did 47 damage to that guy. And I know that the people outside the AoE, or the people in the AoE but not the direct target, take reduced damage, but still, that's so good. You go back here. Stop sneak attacking. Bless. Alright, Steve.
Oh, is all of this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
They're literally all just targeting Skoog. and given him the business. Thank you, Lon, for showing up to fight today. Alright, Daniel. Nicely done. Good work, man. Alright. Some magic missiles. 2 out of 3. I'll take it. I need you to heal. That's something. Yeah, so that already procced his last stand. The mythic path thing that I just got. Because otherwise he would have been getting sneak attacked. And I'm sure he would have gone down. Well, he was reduced to 0, so he definitely would have gone down. But it's basically just like, yeah, 2 rounds of invincibility. Why not? That's just a thing you can do. You know what? Just heal yourself. You're a great disappointment. 28. Okay. Well, that's not very disappointing.
We shall overcome.
Steve, your sneak attacks are laughable.
Endure this.
Oh, he's gonna only get 1 attack. And he has not failed that reflex save 1 time. And the DC is 18. So he's just been rolling super high. Not super high, but he's been getting good rolls. Damn. Alright, shoot the closet. Nice. 1 damage. Who got closet poisoned? No one. He just attempted to. This chick is going to be riding you at some point, Daniel. Just so you know. I'm not sure what level you have to be for that to work, but it's coming. It's coming.
Let the attack commence.
Attack.
Yay! That's a big bet, it is. Mr. Musk, what were you doing? You nearly cut down the curl. Cut down curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this, he might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. The thing is, if somebody is actively working against you as a result of coercion or blackmail or whatever, they're still actively working against you. And when they're being backed up by demons, it seems kind of a no-brainer that maybe you should just take them out. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Also a fair point. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. You murder him. Yes, exactly, Josh. Thank you. Normally, Josh, I disagree with just about every decision you make in RPGs like this. Like, yeah, well, the drunk guy was mean to me, so I decapitated him and rode through the street with his decapitated head and flung it at his parents. I'm sorry, his wife and children. That's the Josh path. You know it's true. You're like, I was justified. He was mean to me. So you're willing to let a traitor bring demons down on our heads just to keep your conscience clean? Get serious, Sela. Now go mount Daniel. Look, if I need to kill a few peasants for the greater good, is that for the greater good? Is the greater good protecting your and securing 1 kg or 1 gold? Need a gold piece for the party, mind you, we do. Yeah. Listen, it's definitely sets a precedent. It sends a strong signal. Like, do not mess with those people, because they will decapitate you and fling your corpse at your widow. I'm serious about this. I just can't allow you to murder someone who I consider to be a good person or someone who could at least redeem themselves. Anybody could redeem themselves, but it doesn't mean you don't murder them. If they commit crimes worthy of execution, You don't just go, well, they might make up for it. You kill them. I'm sorry to hear that, sister. Don't you understand you're not just a common knight anymore? Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm just going to warn you. After what happened to the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer, a knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your... No, that's not just me being dumb. That sentence just abruptly ends there. You received this gift at just the right moment. You saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Highness has behaved rashly, and how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day, you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Elon pauses as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. You're right to an extent, Elon, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. So if I understand correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who never earned my position. I'm going to go with the lawful one on this one. The man makes a good point. He is presenting a perfectly valid argument, and from his position as a rank-and-file soldier, I think that makes a lot of sense. I feel like his perspective is justified. I apologize for my harsh words. Now give me shares in your company and in Tesla, and I'll tell you, and everything will be fine. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Especially since I'm fairly confident that, like, a very powerful demoness gives you these powers. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor and Jonna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment, nodding goodbye. He lowers his head and walks away. Hold on. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's boogie, Shug. That quest was worth no experience. Where's the time? Oh, 1 hour and 12 minutes. It's 8:41. I don't know how long I'm going to go with Demon Heart. Demons! There's the furry. Okay, so I want to go back to camp and talk to her. And then I need to talk to Cecile and get his quest. And everybody's tired anyways. Reading a bunch of the dialogue constantly, like, makes saliva build up in my mouth. I have to swallow every 10 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her real quick. See what she has to say for herself. She looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Jonna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She is seen running towards Numeria. It looks like she deserted. Yeah, that's called desertion. And you can be shot for that. I know you swallowed every 10 seconds normally anyways. Yeah, well, on a good day. Oh, man. Yeah. Glasses don't want to stay on my face. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to stay on my face either, but I paid for these, damn it. Anyways, if you see her, let's tie her up and kill her for desertion. That's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had the sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wouldn't be easy. I think only one person has ever been faced a firing squad for desertion in the United States military. It was during World War II. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Kayla, can you get Daniel in check over here? He's exposing all my secrets. But mostly I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jana. Or is it Yana, I wonder. Who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Mr. Musk. I thought he was just a great car and rocket designer. But we were friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him too. Yeah, I think you're right, Christian. I want to Google it, but I think he was the last person shot for desertion, was in World War II. I mean, I do blame the Civil War guys to an extent, because it's like, if you've committed to something, you know, you have basically said, I will die for my country if my country tells me that's what I have to do. But those guys, man, they were dealing with, literally more of them died from like infections and dysentery and stuff than from actual like gunshot wounds to the face. I have nothing to say to you. It's your life, your problems, your choices. Man, an undead playthrough would be so much fun. I'm going to be nice to her, though. Don't lose your trust in people, CeeLo. So what if you made a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Josh, if he were playing this right now, he'd be looking for the execute option. He's like, where's option number 5? I want to kill her. CeeLo's expression brightens. Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me to get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down Yana and see if I can talk some sense into her and find out why Curl did what he did. You know it's true, Josh. I can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins, who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Ayomide should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure that they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. You ain't wrong. Yay, 600 more experience. Where's Sociel? Is he in my tent? Ho ho. Come and see me in my tent. Message for you, sir. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She's sent me to tell you she's arrived in camp incognito as planned. You can find her where minor nightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. I will come at once. I always come at once.
Step, step, step.
I think she's like tucked way in the back over here. No. Oh, she's back here. A box.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards.
Hello, milady. Ladies? Alright. I'm gonna blast through all this stuff because none of it's important. My people need me. Another 600 experience. I will take that. Thank you very much. My lips are dry AF. Where is Sociel? It just played like Doom music. Y'all hear that? Oh. The commander becomes a host to an anomalous force, and his dreams are filled with strange visions. He feels the space around him distort, and his sensory organs are flooded by false images, bred by distortions of light and air. Reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. His body resists this crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul. One made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it and pulls like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a menacing growl. Commander. I genuinely don't know what to do here. I guess I'll try to understand what's going on. You need a moment to figure this out. The commander is being summoned, transported through space by some magical force. However, the attempt did not succeed because the commander is not a spirit or a demon, but a mortal human. The commander is surprised that this spell worked on him at all. Okay, so should I stare intently at the ghostly figure, unleash the dark and unbridled part of my soul, or use every effort to suppress the tangle of rage in his soul which the mysterious power has latched onto? Or no one's paying attention, I'll just have to pick one. Okay, thank you, Kayla. I will stare intently at him and hope that I pass this check. I did. The darkness conceals the stranger's appearance, but something can be glimpsed. A massive set of bull's horns crowning a head, the tips glinting malevolently. So that's Baphomet, who is not a nice man. Alright, now... Okay. Now, should I unleash the dark, unbridled part of his soul, or try to suppress the tangle of rage that the mysterious power has latched onto? I am glad that I was able to just Christopher Walken him real quick. Skoog looks so cool. If I owned a set of armor like this, I would wear it to work every day until I was fired, which would be the first day. Two? Okay. By force of will, the commander pushes his anger down as deep in his soul as he can. The attraction rapidly weakens in response as the mysterious enemy can no longer sense the commander and concentrate its efforts on him. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare. So, something not super chill happened last night. God, that movie is amazing.
Step, step, step.
Dude, I am missing a guy who I really want in my party. Alright, sorry. I just like to make sure I don't potentially miss any, like quests or little crumbs of experience points. And I have read through 90% of all this stuff on my other campaign that I have going, which I actually haven't played in a while. I just keep picking this one up instead. Okay, I'm just gonna put my boy Sociel in my party and hope that I get a chance to, like, do his quest at some point. Is it in my log? Companion quests. Nenio? Leoter? I have his frickin' dang quest. He's gotta be somewhere in my camp. I just gotta find him. I hope, because I could have sworn he was supposed to be in my tent. In that dress I bought for him. But he just isn't. So I don't know what to think. Maybe I'll go talk to Leoter real quick. And maybe I'll run into Sociel along the way. But he should get an icon on the map like all these people. So I don't know what's going on. It might have bugged out. Which would be a real shame, because I actually really like his companion quest. It's good. What does Horgus say these days? Wait, what was... Damn it. Yeah, so we found that this guy was the servant of a noble who died, and then he just assumed the noble's identity when he was a little kid. And his daughter is Camellia, the obnoxious one in my party. Okay, nothing useful there.
Shall we move? We shall move. What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Where is... Maybe he's in, like, the church? No. I don't know where this guy is. My frame rate just ate it for a second. Alright, we gotta talk to Leoter over here somewhere. Here he is. So, see if I can sum up this. He's investigating Dylan in my party because Scoob like Scooby-Doo. No, Skoog with a G. G is in golf. It was a name from Path of Exile. Me and my brother played Path of Exile for a little while. And I used to always take screenshots of like the really funny enemy names that would pop up, because it would just like randomly generate names like Hate Beater and other hilarious gross stuff. And one of them was Brother Skoog, which my brother actually took, and he uses, that's his like gamer tag in some, on some platforms. I stole it for this character. Anyways, this guy's Dylan's whole family was murdered by like demons when he was very young, and this guy's investigating it because something suspicious happened. He thinks that Dylan is hiding something, and I'm agreeing to help him. I killed his boss, and I just told him that I killed his boss. I wasn't aware. Why are you revealing this to an Inquisitor and so calmly? That's a surprisingly bold move. Bewildered, he's at a loss for words. How did it happen? I wanted to protect a priest of Desna. He was deemed a traitor and threatened with execution. I also thought that the world would be a better place without him. I'll have to confirm your testimony when I finish investigating the Count's case, but knowing the revered Holrun and his attitude towards the Desnans all too well, I also know that it is true. This news is hard to accept. Why did I leave Canabras right when everyone needed me the most? Perhaps I could have protected the people and prevented my brethren from making a fatal mistakes that led to such an ignominious end. Ignominious? I wonder how you're supposed to pronounce that, because I've seen that word a bunch. I have never once heard it spoken aloud, though, except for just now, when I fucking butchered it. So I checked the chapel tent. He's not in there. I'll check... He wouldn't be in Tirabade's tent. Anevia is in here. I talk to you. Okay, bye-bye. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna run around with him in our party and hope that at some point he's like, hey, by the way, I have this quest. Field medic. Let me check the field medic last. That's the last thing I'm gonna check. If he's not in there, I'm outie. Because there's no way that I'm aware of that you can just chat it up with your... Why are you moving so slow? You can't just like chat it up with your... He's in the field medic tent. Because he's a priest who heals people all day. And I'm an idiot who does stupid things all day. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? It's funny you should ask. Show us your legs. What did you want to talk about? I have a personal request. While we're still in the vicinity of Canabras, I'd like to visit the martyr Zacharias' cemetery nearby. I want to attend the funeral of my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city, and if it isn't too much to ask, I'd like you to accompany me when I honor their memory. Their friends and relatives will be there. Who knows? Perhaps the commander's own presence will be a small consolation for them. I know that you're burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time, but if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. I don't want you in my party anymore. Go home. Tell me about yourself. To be honest, I don't have much to tell. I had done little with my life until I met you, but if you want to know anything, just ask. Alright, we'll blast through this real quick. So, Shaylin and her followers are all about, like, art and beauty, and they kind of worship beauty in a way, and they're all basically artists of some kind, at least insofar as I've seen in these games. Fascinating, I see your sketches. Paint me like one of your... What's the Pathfinder universe equivalent of French? I don't know. Yeah, so craftsman and... Okay, I actually skipped through this last time, so I don't know what he says here. I want to look. How did you end up in Canabras? I was hoping to find Trevor in the city, my brother. After my brother took his vows and was ordained as a paladin of Shaylin, he departed for the crusade. He wrote home often about everything he saw, his battles, and the people he helped. From his letters, I learned that he had joined the Eagle Watch in Canabras. But soon his letters became infrequent, and then they stopped altogether. We feared news of his death, but silence was our only answer. Not a word from him, or from his commander, or his brothers in arms. Nothing. In the end, I couldn't wait any longer, and I came here myself to find Trevor if he's still alive, or his grave if he should have perished. But my brother seems to have vanished. I tried asking the other paladins, but they refused to talk to me. And it's very much like they're trying to avoid the need to lie. I sent official requests to their orders command, but I still wait in vain for an answer. I joined the local church of Shaylin, hoping to find out the truth one day, but the city was attacked by demons. It's tough luck, brother. When your brother was preparing to become a paladin of Shaylin, did he learn some kind of art too? Finger painting. Yes, Cecile smiles warmly. He's always been a good wood carver. Toys, whistles, bongs, window frames. Our house was the most beautiful in the area, all dressed in his wooden filigree, from the railing on the stairs to the wonder bird on the roof. Wonder boy, what is the secret of your power? You show considerable, commendable persistence. In the face of such trouble, most would give up, search, and leave. Yes, persistence. The cleric's eyes stare into the distance. You know, I got that from my brother. Trevor never gave up. If he had to wait, he waited. If he had to use force, he did. When he fell, he always got up. It's not about how hard you can hit. And got me up too, though I was so much weaker than him. I could never betray anything he taught me. Okay. What? Uh-huh. Thank you. Tell me about your brother. Dein Bruder. Oops, I almost accidentally hit that. Enchantment? The Conman's Ring grants its wearer +5 confidence bonus on all perception and trickery skill checks. You don't say. I don't like that. Bookworm's headband. +2 enhancement bonus to intelligence score and immunity to all compulsion effects. -2 charisma and -3 on all persuasion checks. That's not bad. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants him the ability to cast the following spells: Fireball, Controlled Fireball, Fire Snake, Hellfire Ray, Firestorm, and Fiery Body. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. That's a pretty good ring. Disinsector's Cape? I hate swarms. I hate swarm enemies so frickin' dang much. Oh, here's this. Returns your alignment to the state that it was at first level. I'm not going to spend $3,000 on that right now. But if I keep doing chaotic stuff, then I will most likely need to use that. Scrolls of Resurrection and stuff. Don't I have some... Isn't Slumber a hex? Where did I get that amulet? A glowing croissant. A comprehensive guide to cooking a tasty dish. How to eat people. A step-by-step guide. Okay, okay. I don't know if it's getting warmer outside or if the space heater is kicking into high gear, but I'm sweating. And I shouldn't be. These engraved lucky bracers duplicate themselves when you hit Act 2, I've noticed. So yeah, let me level her up real quick. Blackened. Why does she have blackened twice? What's that? It is a hex. It is a hex. Yes, yes, yes. I needed that. Fortune. The witch can grant a creature within 30 feet of a bit of good luck for 1 round. The target can call upon this good luck, allowing him to reroll any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, or skill check. Taking the benefits, getting warm outside the gym, someone's been coming right at us. She's coming right for us! Yeah, I don't think it's getting warmer outside. I think maybe the heat came on or something. Ward. The warded creature gets a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saving throws. This ward lasts until the warded creature is hit or fails a saving throw. Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm gonna do Evil Eye. I don't remember what it does, but I'm fairly certain it was good. Cure serious wounds. Cure serious wounds, yes. Oops. Alright, and then I'm going to also give her abundant casting. Yes. Yes, yes. Those are things I'm doing. Alright, we got Social's quest. And we're going to go freaking do it, man. 1 hour and 37 minutes. That's fine, that's fine. Josh, how late are you going to stay up? Ooh, I have some levels to distribute as well. That is nice. Thanks, Daniel. Don't worry, you'll be with me always in the form of a really big cat that attacks like 5 times around. So, thank you for your service. I think I can get Dragon Disciple now. Hell yes. So, Dragon Disciple, at first level, you just get a free armor class. Go to bed, Daniel. You get armor class increased by 1. Nice. I need to replay Dragon Age Origins. That game is so good. I think I still have it installed. At level 2, you get 2 strength. You get a Dragon Bite, Breath Weapon, more natural armor, more strength, Blind Sense, Dragon Bite, Constitution increase, Dragon Form, natural armor. Like, the class is insane. And I know that it, like, I know you're missing out on a lot. Why does he have Knowledge Arcana? It doesn't matter. He's not here for his skills. Okay, so he's already a particular kind of dragon because of his sorcerer class. So he's just continuing with that. I think I might give my Knife Master a level in Fighter so that I can get Fighter proficiencies. Do I get... Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Can I get Aldori Defender? What do they get? Okay, we're just going to give him 1 level in Fighter. Because he has improved Accomplished Sneak Attacker. And so we're not going to lose anything. Yeah, we have to get weapon focus. I kind of want to do Kukri. Because Kukris are good. I could do Star Knife. I have never used Star Knives in any of these games. And I'm going to go with Kukri, though. Okay. I feel bad for this character because I really jacked up his build. Oh, wait, stop. So this unlabeled thing here is Social's quest. Yay. Protection from alignment, communal. I get delay poison, right? Communal? Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead of one of these rare spells. Because I frickin' hate getting poisoned. Ability score damage is the bane of my existence. Alright, I am going to mute this real quick. Okay. So we're attending a funeral for Social's friends, his like other followers of Shaylin. Now I'm getting very cold. And now they're being turned into living dead. It's a zombie. Run. And we'll find out why in a little bit here. Love the way that looks. It's hilarious to me. Turn-based combat. This thing is hard to open. Look up my nose there for a second. Enjoy that. Okay. Okay. Land, show 'em what you're made of. Nope, that's Steve. Good work, Steve. Okay. This is actually a really fun combat. I'm excited to get to do this again. Why don't you shoot the zombie lord?
Won't survive me.
End your turn.
Do
Steven.
not hold back.
As jank as my party is, they get the job done. Bless. And then run up here.
Your entrails, please.
And they're going right for my tank. That's fine. Protect from evil communal. Let's go with prayer. Prayer is kind of like Bane and Bless rolled into one spell. It's really very dope. You should not be in attack of opportunity range, I don't think. That's Zombie Lord. You are in attack of opportunity range. So move. How much damage did you just do? 20? Nice. Good job, Vladislav. Alright, Peter. Dude, yeah. Oh, and he's using that hammer. So when he gets a crit, all enemies in a 15-foot area have to make a save or become prone. They failed their saves, so down they go. Steve's kind of in the wind out there. I should help him out.
You've
With the
crossed
zombie
the
lord.
wrong mongrel.
Yeah, they just keep coming,
We
so...
shall overcome.
Ooh! Mm-mm-mm. There is no battle music happening right now. If I play music from Spotify, I wonder if I'll get in trouble.
Attack.
Let's find out. Let's see what happens to my YouTube channel when I just play some. I'll play some D&D music here. What should we listen to? Better D&D. Let's listen to Power Slam. This is going to be a kind of lengthy combat. We need some music. Watch, it's just going to get taken down instantly. I am super surrounded here. Get a burning arc going. Actually, I'm going to take that attack of opportunity first, and then cast my spell. Hell yeah. Gotcha. It's not really a hard combat, but I really like it. It's a fun one. Hopefully Steve doesn't get slapped. Okay, good. What a guy. So Seal, what can you do for me? Just take a swing. Hey, 15 damage. Max damage. Hell yeah. Alright. Hopefully a minute and 52 seconds of Power Slam isn't enough to do any serious damage to my YouTube channel. Such that it is. With a heavy heart, Saussure looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Saussure hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Looks like one of the townspeople were only feigning their grief. These demon worshippers are everywhere, and now I understand why the Inquisitors of Canabras became so paranoid. Wait, the townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. Alright, so I'm going to take it out of turn-based, which will probably break my pause button again, which is another bug I hope gets fixed. Oh, I can still pause. Okay, cool. I'm going to take their Masterwork Scimitars and leave everything else. Because shields are heavy and not worth anything.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I don't know if there's any loot out here. I think there is behind one of these. That's something else. I can't get to that until later. Alright, see if we can get in here. I've got pretty high trickery. It's like plus 16. There we go. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Ninel Bollard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No, no, no. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such a thing to a... The dead baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short. Staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I truly am sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So I died. But even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you should lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there's no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. How did you awaken? Do you remember anything? Allow me to think a moment. Seems like it, yes. Indeed, I awoke because I heard a voice. They were reciting poetry or a prayer, perhaps. I suppose those were spells, then. It must have been your thrice-damned necromancer. Would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? That good-for-nothing band of hangers-on? Most certainly not. Thank you very much. I am reasonably confident that they have already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They will have to do without my missives. Spare us both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlor tricks. Lay the undead to rest. Rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyways. Golden chain with diamonds. Worth 625 gold.
Step, step, step.
Well, that is a sizable sum. Because I am just a poor boy.
The mongrel did it.
Golden chain, golden signet, golden medallion, golden earrings 2 times.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are so awesome, Lan. Alright.
Test of my abilities.
We don't really need to think too hard about any of these fights. They are easy. I wonder what happened to the music in this zone.
Forwards? No.
Like, I don't notice it when it's there, but when it's not,
My life.
I definitely notice it. Oh, shit. You get over here and just absorb damage. Where is your channel? There you go. That's a lot of undead.
I require healing.
Oh, they took down Vladislav. What the hell? That is... I once again forgot that he's undead, so I just killed him. I channeled positive energy to damage undead, forgetting that he is undead. I killed him. And there's no way I have any inflict wounds spells. Ugh, poor Vladislav. I keep killing my own party member. Maybe I have like an inflict wounds potion or something I can give him. Yeah, got 2. That'll do something. Well, it won't do a lot.
The world has suffered enough.
That's okay. You can heal a couple times, right? No! Dang it. Well, we tried.
I crave for adventure.
Oh, might want to loot this. Nothing spectacular, but I won't turn my nose at money.
Step, step, step.
Let's go up here.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Get us a treasure chest.
What's in wait for
Yes,
me
thank
there,
you.
I wonder?
The mongrel did it.
Ooh! I've got a good vantage point for this fight now. I hope I saved it. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. So Seal ran down there and is now probably going to die.
To battle, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. You can't do much from up here.
You should have
Nor can
run.
you, or
Strike
you.
as one.
You can. I want unknown key 73E20F E0673D475C92018FC4866ED06D to die as quickly as possible. So I want you to shoot him. You cast prayer. No, actually don't. Oh my god. Skoog, get in here.
I need your assistance.
Oh, he's about to go down. He's about to go down very hard.
I failed you.
Yeah,
Friends.
he sure did. And now, ooh, do that thing. Yes.
Die, die, die.
Do it again. Do it again. I love it. That's so fun. So being a proclaimer is pretty dope. It's just not super, super good. Save the citizens from the cultist. Unknown key 73E20F E0673D475C92018FC4866ED06D. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in the black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damn rat. How dare you? Suddenly, Sociel becomes a totally different person. Like he's from the East Coast or something. The artist's delicate hands clutch into fists while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came here to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you, we shared our table with you, and you took you in. Then don't even know what I'm going to do with you. I'm not going to read that again. Stop it, I surrender. Your Sociel ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You are a priest of Shaylin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Do you two know each other? We do. That's Nardi, a tailor's apprentice from Canabras. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor to our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teaching, and praised our art. Sociel grits his teeth. Were you lying to our faces the whole time? When we took you in, when you sat at our table, when we broke bread with you, were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it. Let's dig into the rest. The cultist curves his bloodied lips into an evil sneer. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We are everywhere, even inside you. I think you know it too. You are not like all those pious devotees you pretend to be. And maybe you fooled yourself, but we both see who you really are. You have that same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity I never had time to kindle it into a devouring flame, but sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of your dead friends was such a good idea. It's a pity it didn't work. 2 hours? It's 9:30. I think I will probably... I think I will probably finish his quest and try to get into some mischief on the world map with the Crusader army stuff, because I really that's honestly one of my favorite parts of this game right now, even as bare bones and quite frankly janky as it currently is, but the potential is definitely there, and I really enjoy it. You want to kill me right now, don't you? But you can't. You're a good boy, Sociel, so loyal to your goddess. You'll have to let me go or commit a sin, so I win either way. Witness the genius of our Lord Baphomet. Oh. Don't listen to his lies. He deserves death. It would be justice to kill him on the spot. No, there is no justice in killing him right now. It would be a simple act of revenge. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Cecile wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got. Just don't kill me. Talking chaps the shit out of my lips. What happens if I make Cecile kill him? What do you think I should do with him? I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. It is getting colder in here. Holy... Wow. You are in charge here. I am in charge. It'd be kind of cruel to make Cecile kill him. I'll kill him. I condemn him, and then I condemn him to death. His sentence will be carried out immediately. No, please, listen, you silence the necromancer forever with a single well-aimed blow. May the goddess forgive him, for I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. 100%. I said that backwards. Cecile examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's all right, you're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace. We must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Cecile's soft words reassure them. As they are worked together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. That is a really dope mini, Mason. Nice work, man. After a prayer, Cecile bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. And many more helpless people to murder. After we beat them in a fair fight. Because we're not animals. Well, we're animals, but we're good animals.
Time becomes distance.
Okay, so I actually skipped... I didn't mean to, but there were multiple other fights here. Or there was at least one, I know, that took place right here, and it was actually kind of tough.
Step, step, step.
Thanks, man. Kari's looks crazy, fey, wild, ethereal compared to mine. Every time she paints something, I'm impressed because I would never have even...
Thanks, Lan. You're so
conceived of
awesome,
the
Lan.
paint schemes that she comes up with. It's always some super bonkers, like,
Forwards.
weird ass
Thanks,
thing
Lan. You're so
Backwards.
awesome,
that
Lan.
turns out looking really good. Um, so yeah, hats off. But I think, yeah, I'd like to leave, please. Do not trap me in this zone. Game. I will punch you in the mouth. Damn. Oh. I thought it trapped me in this freaking zone. That has happened to me before. Camellia. A babbity boopy. Bibbidi beppo. Okay, let's take our legion. Cannot recruit anybody else. Once I get some divine favors, if you know what I'm saying, I can recruit some priests. Our legion is strength 3. Let's try to get into some shit. This is what I thought the majority of this stream was going to be. And that shows what I know about anything. And one of these. Bam. That was terrible. You suck. Alright, get between them. Good. Good. Don't attack my archers. Good. I have yet to find any real use for archers in this, because I can never get a stack high enough to be effective. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death. And death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. Yeah, I talked to God. He said that was good. He liked that one. That's a lot of giant flies. There's a breastplate +2 is not that good. Not for my party. And I don't know what a Crest of Malander Lins does. But I don't really want to risk my entire campaign army on it. 72 footmen and 21 archers, though. No, I'm going to do this. Kyrie's posted to D&D chat. Okay, I'm going to look at that. That's really cool. That's super cool. That definitely looks like something that would crawl out of a portal to the Fae or something. Smash. That's super cool. I'll leave some hearts on here. When that dog treats start hitting. Shut up, Christian. What's wrong with you? Alright. Did I save it? I'm saving it. And then we're going to attack this little outpost here. So this one will have an enemy hero, I believe. Yes. So their enemy hero can do stuff just like my enemy... Just like my hero can. Get him. I need to... Okay. That was a good shot. I need to increase the damage I do with that Scorching Ray somehow. It is a level 1 hero. I'm assuming... I've never had the Scorching Ray ability before, but I'm assuming it will get better as the hero levels up. And you can run and slap my archers, I don't really care. They're not doing much good for me. Move here. Stab him. Shoot him. Takes 4 mana to cast that too. I would much rather just have a healing spell. Because even if I'm only bringing back like 1 or 2 units around, that's still 1 or 2 units I get to take into the next fight. So I really would like some healing. The outpost of Villareth Ford has recently been taken after a vigorous assault. The cultists are dead, and the Crusaders of Mendiv are going on an offensive for the first time after many years of passive defense. After many years of passive-aggressive defense, I've decided to just go jump in the lake. I want defensive training. What's weird is that no matter how many times you get defensive training or offensive training or whatever... Oh, I've been reading this wrong. So this is on the right what increased innately on your hero, and on the left is what you choose to manually increase. So I'm getting defensive training because I intend to get the healing spell on this hero at some point in the future. And so the most important thing for me is making sure that my stacks do not drop all the way down. If I lose a stack completely, I am in trouble. So, let's kill some whites and some zombies. This is more fun to me in a lot of ways than... No, where are you going? Okay, so he's out of movement for the day. And I can go here and I can, if I had more units here, I could recruit them and they would appear down here at Canabras. And then I could hire another hero to have as a second army. The problem with that is that costs a lot of resources to hire a second hero this early on. So I'm going to wait until a much later stage in the game to get a second hero. And my forces are so weak right now that they can barely fight any of these armies, and I don't particularly want to split them up. So you can kind of get an idea of what these rewards are going to be like. Each calendar day that passes, you get finance points, materials points, and divine favors. Right now I don't get any materials points or any divine favors, and I get 200 finance points a day. Finance points do not equal, it's not like 1 finance point equals 1 gold piece. Unfortunately, the exchange rate is much worse than that. So 16, hold on, let's see. 1. So it's 5. 2 finance points cost me 10 gold, so each finance point is worth 5 gold. And you, how much are these? Each material point, whatever these are called, provision, is 25 gold. None of the units that I can currently hire require provisions, but that will change if I get my way very soon. So defeating some of these armies, see this one? I know you probably can't see where my finger's pointing. This one? Daily income materials points times 5. So I want to hit that as soon as I can. 12 Minotaurs would 12 Minotaurs by themselves would shred my entire army right now. This just gives me experience. This is some items. Another item. Another item. Daily income. And that's a quest. I should hit that soon. Crossbow of Judgment. Okay. Divine Favors times 20. Okay, I need to hit this. I need to absolutely hit that as soon as possible. Alright, let's go through like one more day on this map. And I'm going to go back to the war camp actually because I hurt my guys real bad. I don't have any way to heal them. What the fudge? I've never come back here after... So, I can't go back to the Defender's Heart, which means I got really excited for a second because I was like, oh, I can go meet back up with the Storyteller at Defender's Heart and have him make me some good stuff. Not true. Oh, my war camp is way up here now because I took that. Some of those points, when you hit them, they move where the war camp is. And I moved my war camp and didn't realize it, and so I just went all the way down here for no reason. For no reason. We are getting very, very tired. Keep on marching. No rest for the weak. Alright. I'm gonna grab that crossbow real quick, and then I'm gonna go get some divine favors and hire some priests to heal my units. So last level up, this hero got a greater pool of magic, essentially. Didn't really help with the damage, though, which is a real shame. Because that damage sucks. Oh well, we're still not going to lose anybody, I don't think. It's super finicky with like where it places your unit when you're attacking. I think I remember this crossbow being really good. This +2 heavy crossbow has a critical range reduced to 20. Whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil or chaotic creature, it is automatically confirmed. Yes, that is very, very good. And no one... Three attacks at a +8, 9 through 16 damage. 3 attacks at +6, 7 through 16 damage. So no, no, no. We're not going to use that. I could give that to you. Which I am going to do. But I'm actually about to swap him out because now that Sela has a Smilodon companion named Daniel, I kind of have to use her. That thing is incredibly powerful. Alright, so we're going to take out this army. Yeah, we got some time. We're going to take out this army, get our divine favors, and then I'm going to hire them and march them up to meet with this army that I'm currently wielding. My archers did a lot of damage. And then hopefully I'll have time to show you what I meant earlier by like splitting your stacks of healers. Because a priest, I'll just show you. Show, don't tell. The Crusaders duly punished a group. Okay, same spiel as before. 16 clerics are quite good. And I have 4 divine favors left over. Okay, so recruited new units. They appear down here. There's an issue. How do I? Yeah, you can. Like you just can't click on where you want to go. You have to use these stupid arrows, and it just makes it take longer than it should. And there's no way to speed up the animation either. If you hit space, it just stops them moving essentially. Alright, so I wonder if they can get all the way down there. Yeah, they can do it. This way, wow, perfect. 16 clerics. Yeah, it's debatable whether or not I really have enough to split them. But I am splitting them, so there we go. And this kind of boxes in my archers as well, so they're less likely to get run up on by a really fast melee unit. So I don't think that... Is that going to dismiss him? Oh, okay, yeah, that's all it does. So when you hire more leaders, you can just pull them from, they'll appear here. So if I try to buy a leader right now, it's going to cost me 6,000 finance points, which is roughly 30,000 gold. Which is honestly not that bad. This guy comes with a bless. That's pretty good. But I think there's a problem with the, at least, I don't know if it is mechanically happening. Yes, Josh, that is facts. I don't know if mechanically it's actually happening, but no matter what level you get your heroes to, these attack, defense, and power stats do not increase. So even though this guy has crushing offense rank 1, which all melee units in the army get a +1 bonus to damage per level of this specialization, and he has defensive training 1, all units in the army get a +1 bonus to defense. The army gets a +1 bonus to the situation roll during combat, significantly increasing a chance to take a more advantageous position. So these two things I feel like are supposed to show up here. So he would be like 1 and 1 potentially. Regardless, these do not ever increase that I've seen, but it could just be that I'm picking spellcasty type heroes instead of more melee focused heroes or physical combat focused heroes. I do not know. Also, it's worth mentioning that these little blue obstacles here looks like they're based on the forces itself. Maybe, but I don't think so. I've had really big armies, and yeah, so there's overall army strength, which you can also see by hovering over it, which shows a different number here. It says 3 there and 4 here. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Based on the forces itself from the description. Increases the attack of all units in the general's army. Increases AC of all units in the general's army. Determines the power of spells and abilities the general uses in combat. I'm hoping this is just a display error, because I really want these to actually be going up as I am leveling up the hero. Otherwise, there's not really much point leveling up the hero. But I can say I did notice a tangible difference in my other game when I went into a combat, because I basically transferred an army over to a different hero to have them run around and level up by kind of taking out easier fights. And they seemed to take significantly more damage and deal significantly less damage than my very, very high level hero. And this right here, if it is what I think it is going to be... Yeah, I'll probably finish this whole dialogue thing, which will take me a while to read, and then I'll end the stream there. But what I think this is an encounter with a potential new type of unit that you can recruit for your army. And from an RP perspective, from a roleplay perspective, Brother Skoog would probably not enlist the help of these people. However, I really like the overworld map combat armies thing, and I want to min-max that a little bit. I want to try to make objectively good choices in that regard, and I am absolutely not passing up a chance to use these units, so I'm going to try to get them. Commander. Hold on. My mouth starts watering as soon as I see dialogue show up. It's a Pavlovian response. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? It's Mr. Bean. The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed like the acrid water of the world wound. Commander, the man breathes heavily. I guess he probably didn't say it like that. Commander, the man breathes heavily and words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad, ambushed, beyond the river. Help. What is this? Report properly at once. No. Give our guest some water and something for his wounds. The knight's wounds heal with the help of a magic potion. Taking a gulp of water, he catches his breath, snaps to attention, and begins again. Yakir Ankel. Hell Knight of the Order of the Godclaw. So, the Hell Knights are a collection of knightly orders with a unique focus on the promulgation of law. Wait just a damn minute. Let me see what that word means. Promulgation is the formal proclamation or the declaration that a new statutory or administrative law is enacted after its final approval. The formal proclamation or the declaration that a new statutory or administrative law is enacted after its final approval. In some jurisdictions, this additional step is necessary before the law can take effect. So, hold on. How is it pronounced? Okay, so I said it right.
Promulgate.
Promulgate. To promote or make widely known an idea or cause. Okay. Sorry. The Hell Knights are a collection of knightly orders with a unique focus on the promulgation of law. They are interested less in the social goodness and the charity typical of paladins, but rather in the foundation and stringent maintenance of order at all costs. If people cannot be trusted to obey the law out of their own senses of civility and social righteousness, Hell Knights provide the need to obey out of fear of a master's stern hand. Yeah, so they're huge, huge assholes. But they're very effective. The Order of the Godclaw, oh man, is a Hell Knight order that extols the virtues of 5 deities, distilling select tenets to a dogma far from any one of God's faith. Not content with seeking divine approval for their knighthood's righteous path, the Order of the Godclaw's members have sculpted their beliefs from the harshest, most exacting philosophies of 5 lawful deities: Abadar, Asmodeus, Iomade, Aurori, and Torag. Remade as 5 stern, armored paragons, the deities of this pantheon are known collectively as the Godclaw. The Hell Knights follow revised doctrines to stamp out disorder, particularly its divine embodiments and beings of absolute chaos with religious zeal. Rather than targeting the faiths of prominent religions, the Order sets its eyes on supporting lawful crusades, such as the wars fought by Multhun and Mendev, and being at the vanguard of battles against the forces of chaos. No land is beyond the lawfulness provided by Hell Knights, a fact the Order of the Godclaw endlessly seeks to prove. So, they're kind of an interesting faction because they show up in the first game, Kingmaker, and it's just all bad. They basically like run through your kingdom, torturing people, trying to get information about somebody that they're hunting. I felt like that was not a great representation of the Hell Knights. In this game, I feel like they're represented a little bit better because, like that description right there, they basically just have collected all the excuses they can get to be incredibly, to have like the ironest fist you can imagine. But at the same time, they're using that iron fist to punch demons in the face. So you can't be too mad at them. But yeah, they're just extremely pragmatic, like super, super pragmatic. It's all about discipline and the objectively correct course of action to achieve victory against a greater evil, even if that means committing a bunch of lesser evils along the way. Kind of. I don't know. They're cool. I like them. But they're assholes. Okay. So he's a Hell Knight of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Paralictor Regil Derengi. Or something. Our squad is under attack by demons far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights? They've supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons. Despite their questionable reputation, we cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course it's just... Anevia looks Yacker over closely from head to toe. I kind of think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armor, which is kind of true. What we see here is a stranger without a rank or insignia who wants us to march to God knows where. Kind of smells like a trap to me. Yacker, who is attacking you and why can't you handle them on your own? Gargoyles, they fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp at our most vulnerable, and they caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us, they just fell on us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. You ever seen a video of an eagle, like, grabbing a goat off the side of a mountain, just chucking it down the mountain. That shit is terrifying. As a big enough eagle could probably grab a small person and just chuck him off the side of a mountain. Supposing 2 eagles carried him together. Where's your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armor and weapons, but we can't get across the river so easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. What do my companions think? So this is kind of funny. Your companions look at their guest suspiciously. Suspicious. Hell Knights. With allies like them, we've no need for enemies. If it suited them, they'd abandon us to the demons without a second thought. But we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Oh, I must have not finished reading that the first time I did this, because I thought she said not to help them. But it's true. What she's saying is completely true. Like, they will abandon their wounded. They'll kill their wounded if they're slowing them down and stuff. They're brutal. They're brutal dudes. Just dudes being dudes. Looks like a trap to me, but even if he isn't lying, Dresden is our goal. If our offensive is delayed, we won't get another chance to retake the city. The Hell Knights are heartless executioners, saving people from the claws of a demon. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Shaylin, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate and continue our offensive on Dresden. Creepy. Do you recall Prelate Holrun? We'll picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. No, that guy was a dumbass. Do we need allies like that? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join our forces in return. We could use some fresh blood. Hell Knights? No, not for all the gold in the world. Don't you know what kind of people they are? 1 minute, you're just going about your business, and the next you're locked in the stocks, and there's a butcher in the black armor standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are, but if there are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. It's what we came here to do, isn't it? For some reason, I remembered, like, all of my companions unanimously saying not to help them last time. But I guess I was remembering wrong, because it seems like 50-50. Huh? What? Nenio blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how the water in the river, poisoned by the whirlwind, will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. And you can just have him executed. He's not a spy. He's a Hell Knight. We'll take the risk, which is funny because our intelligence officer is like, I don't know. He could be anybody. She seems to not be great at her job. We will take the risk and try to help them. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I will go ahead and meet you there. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Wow, it's only 10:02. I could seriously do this for like another 4 hours. But I'm going to play some Battlefront with Josh. Show. Hell Knights, yeah! So, if you do that quest and you help the Hell Knights, then you can recruit them every week. And they are so good. Especially if you have clerics backing them up with healing spells, because at the very beginning of like the battle map portion of this game, you have clerics, archers, and footmen, and your footmen, a stack of 100 footmen will go down like that. If anything remotely difficult slaps them, they'll just be gone. Hell Knights have like 58 hit points a piece, and they do good damage, and they have high AC. So their survivability is what makes the difference. So you just send them out front, heal the shit out of them as they're getting hit. It helps if you have a hero who can cast heal, because you can just do that every round. But split your clerics into as many stacks as you need to make sure that you have sufficient healing throughout the battle. Yeah, you just send them out there. They mop shit up. You win. It's great. Gotta love it. So I'm going to end this. Thank you so much for watching. People who came here live: Josh, Mason, Andrew, Kayla, Christian, Carolyn, Daniel. Thank you guys. I said Andrew, right? I think I mentioned everybody. And strangers who don't know me, and I don't know you. Thank you for watching this. People who pulled this up later on YouTube, thank you for watching this. I really appreciate it. Bye, Kayla. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.